Hey you guys, Pretty Tarot YouTube channel here. This is the pick a card reading, and this is a timeless reading, and this is for how do they feel and advice on, kind of how to approach the situation or what to do about it. So what we have here is 6 decks of cards that I already pre-shuffled. Okay, you get to pick which deck you want to actually relate this to in terms of the person that you are wondering about, and in terms of wondering how to approach them or how to deal with them. Okay, pick one deck only. And keep in mind that if you pick one deck only, that you can always come back later if you want to use this reading or any of the other timeless readings as well. All the other readings for pick a card that I have right now, that I have so far, they are timeless. I will be doing some of these later on as like monthlies and things like that for different signs, but for now this is a timeless one and it can relate to any sign or whatever. Okay, so you have let me see, how should I do this for you guys? And I don't know if this is upside down to you guys, but you can just pick a number. You can close your eyes, pick a number. There's deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, deck 5, deck 6. Okay, and if you look at how I'm doing this or whatever, this may look upside down to you guys, but still this will be deck 1. Okay, this will be deck 1 right here, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, deck 5, deck 6. And excuse the room, I'm moving soon, so nothing is decorated or organized in this room. Okay, deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, deck 5, deck 6. Okay, let me see if I can move these more over into the screen. I'm going to timestamp below. All right, I'm going to timestamp below because that's just more convenient. And like I said, you can pause the video and then you can figure out which one you want to pick. Now, if you are absolutely drawn to more than one, then you can go with that deck. Okay, you can go with more than one deck only if you absolutely feel you're led to it. Keep in mind though, if you pick too many decks and then you feel like you're getting conflicting information, that's your fault. Okay, because you don't need to pick a million different decks. Pick one, but if you cannot pick just one and you're drawn to more than one number, then it's okay to do that. But I don't advise that you look at all the decks and say, oh, nothing makes sense, or that you look at more than 2 decks and then you're confused, okay? And this reading is for those who are led to it. This is not for somebody who... It's not going to be for everybody, okay? It's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for whoever's led to do it, whoever's led to watch it, whoever's led to pick a number, things like that. If you have been obsessing and looking at a million different how do they feel about me videos, this is not for you. Reason being is because I am aware there are a lot of people out here who they jump from one video to the next and they'll watch a million of these how do they feel about me videos because they're absolutely obsessed with that person and wondering, are they thinking about me? Do they miss me? If you have to watch a million different of these videos, you need to focus on yourself and worry about yourself and not this other person, because you will get nothing but a ton of conflicting information if you jump from video to video, okay, like that. So I'm just telling you guys this. There's rules to these pick a card readings, and you don't watch a million of them by a million different people and then feel some kind of way when you get conflicting information when one reader tells you there's hope and then another reader tells you it's not. Only go to videos that you feel led to when you feel led to them at different times, and try to not be greedy about it and pick one deck. And like I said, if you feel you need to pick more than one, then go ahead and do it. Okay. Also, if you want a personal reading done specifically for you, the same reading, you can get it for $20. However, that $20 is only a recorded video that I will email to you where only you can see it and no one else can see it. but it is not a live video. If you want this reading done with me live, either through Skype or by phone, that's $40, because my time is very valuable, and if I have to squeeze somebody into my schedule to do it, I don't mind doing it. However, I need to know that you guys understand that my time is valuable, and there's people out here who charge way more than I do to do these readings, okay? I've seen people charge $100 to $150. Maybe they're worth it, maybe they're not, I don't know, but $40 is not a lot if you actually want me to sit here in person with you, where you can ask me questions and things like that. You know, it'll be worth it for you. But if you want to stick to a budget, and then this reading is $20, and that's like 15 to 20 minutes worth of information. You can ask a question, how they feel about me, okay, and how to deal with the situation. And I get those to you ASAP, as soon as possible. So if you email me, make sure you ask your question, make sure you pay through PayPal, and I'll get them to you as soon as possible, okay? So with that said, for those of you who are ready, here we go. Okay, so if you picked, and hold on, normally I do this before I turn on my camera. This is my essential oil here. It calms me. I put it on my third eye, and I like the way it smells. Okay, I'm gonna be doing more of these more often. To be honest with you, I might do these more often than I do the monthly readings or whatever, because I just feel more drawn to these. But okay, folks, if you pick deck number 1 for the person that you are wondering how they feel about you, and how to, or at least you're wondering how they're feeling, period. This can apply to different situations, okay? So this can apply to love life and relationships. This also can apply to, like, you know, other different situations as well. So if you're dealing with family members, friends, and you're just wondering, this is kind of general, but it's still love life related, okay? So you take it how you see it. But if you pick deck number 1, let's see what we got here for deck number 1. Okay, with deck number 1, your person feels... Okay, your person feels, this is the Judgment card in reverse. Your person feels very much like they are unclear in this situation, okay? They're very unclear here, okay? Maybe they're unclear about you, maybe they're unclear about the situation, okay? They feel like they are not... they're not able to see the details of the situation. They're not able to see what, you know, see things for the way they really are. This is just very unclear energy. They're not clear here, okay? It's also, they could also not be communicating with you or not announcing something to you, okay? So this is someone who looks like they're just kind of like, they're really not sure, okay? And if you're not hearing from them or they're not communicating with you, that's the reason why. And this is also just pretty much pointing out that they may not be communicating with you or whatever. But what's going on behind this here is, like, they have some sort of, and I'm gonna go about this in another way. This is someone who, they are not willing to take a risk, because this is the risk card in the reverse. Okay, this is the risk card in reverse. For whatever reason, they're not willing to take a risk in this situation, okay? They're not willing to gamble here. They're not willing to take a chance, and it's because they are very much so unclear with the Judgment card in reverse. They're unclear, so they may be reluctant to communicate with you. And it also seems here that with the Completion card here, this is very much so a situation where something in them died, or something in them has faded, something in them has, it feels like the situation has come full circle for some reason. Like, this person could be having these feelings where they have not let go of something or someone from another situation, okay? If they had lost a loved one, or they lost a significant other, or if they lost, someone or something, period. It's like they're still in this mourning period. It's also that maybe they have not cleared their energy and moved past this. Maybe they hadn't gotten over something or someone. They're still very much not ready to complete a situation. They're looking for, and it's also possible they could be looking for some sort of completion, like within themselves or within, it could feel like that maybe they lost their other half, or they lost a part of themselves or something. Like they may also need to, this may be also, like I said, unfinished business or something too, that they're still clinging to, or that they haven't released or let go. This is also them returning back to something they lost to pay their respects, okay? Because what do they always say, that when a situation ends, you have to make peace with it, okay? You have to make peace with it. So they also could be trying to make peace with something as well, okay, in their situation. And what else do we have here? So, the advice that we have here. The advice that we have. Oh, that's okay. So you have the Empress card here. This is in the reverse because for some reason you could be, either they could be failing to see things come together, or you could be kind of feeling like maybe you don't think things are going to come together. But this situation is, you know, you're being advised to, this is lavish abundance, in which I feel like that's saying appreciate. Oh my gosh! Hold on, the noise levels. Let me close this door. I'm sorry, my child's making so much noise I can't focus. But I feel like when it's saying lavish abundance, it could just very well mean just appreciate the positive that is going on for now. But it says give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself, and nurture others. Very much so, the Empress is someone who is almost like a mother figure, or just someone who's very nurturing. So I feel like you're being encouraged to try to, you know, just be supportive and positive to this person. That's if you are in communication. If you're not in communication, you know, you could always just text or leave a message for that person or something, and let them know, hey, you know, whatever you're going through, I'm here for you and I understand, you know, because they may be going through something, you know, I feel like they are, and they just kind of need someone to be patient and nurturing with them, okay? You also have ask your angels, but this came up in reverse. So I feel like you guys are being asked to pray and meditate on the situation, pray and meditate for that person. But I feel like you guys are not doing that, and that's why that's coming up in reverse. Sometimes situations are out of our hands, and we can't always know that we can do anything. You know, sometimes there's nothing we can do, and you just give it to the divine spirit, you give to God, you know, pray or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And this is saying invest in your spirit, okay? Invest in your spirit. So like I was trying to point out before with some of the advice from the Empress card where it says lavish and abundance, and I was telling you sometimes that means just appreciate the good that there is, and just, you know, don't worry about things. This is telling you to invest in yourself. So this is telling you don't worry about what's going on with them. It's telling you focus on yourself. It's time for you to stop worrying about them. Focus on yourself. Release this into the universe. Release it to God, and, you know, and let God deal with it. Let your angels help you with it. You know, invest in yourself. Okay, so do something to allow yourself to grow. So invest in your spirit. Okay, is what it's telling you to do. Invest in your spirit. Focus on yourself and uplift yourself, because in all honesty, it makes you more able to handle and deal with situations. It also makes you more attractive, and really in situations where there's nothing you can do about it because it's out of your hands, because you can't control everything. You may desire something or someone, but everything is not in your hands. You may desire to see a certain outcome. Everything is not in your hands. that's when you need to go and just release it to the divine, release it to God, pray about it, and meditate on it, and then release it, and then focus on yourself, you know. Final advice here, you guys. This is in the reverse. It says express your love, okay? So go ahead and make the romantic gesture, okay? So like I was telling you before, what card was this I was telling you? Where it says nurture yourself and nurture others as well in this card. And I was telling you that the Empress is someone who, you know, they kind of, they care about others. They try to show care and concern for others. I feel like this is still saying, you know, it's okay to let a person know that you care for them. You know, it's okay to tell a person you care for them, you love them, and you're there for them. Okay? And then pray about it, release it, meditate, move on, and just free yourself to focus on yourself. It doesn't mean that nothing positive couldn't possibly come out of the situation, but sometimes we need to release and let go of situations and how we think those situations are going to work out, because it's not really necessarily always up to us. And some things you have to just release them out into the universe and move forward and focus on yourself, okay? Okay, now, that was deck number 1. Okay, that was deck number 1. Now moving on to deck number 2. If you chose deck number 2 for the person in the situation that you are asking about here, what you have, okay, it looks like yeah. It looks like this person, and this could possibly be a Libra, but I'm not really trying to go with signs. This really shouldn't have to do with signs, but I'm just pointing that out. But this looks like someone who they are seeking to regain and restore their balance, okay? This is someone who could be seeking justice, fairness, balance. They could be feeling justice, fairness, balance. They could be feeling like they want justice, fairness, and balance, okay? And I feel like the reason why is because whatever they were going through here with partnerships and love, okay, this is in the reverse. So this means they feel something is going on in their personal relationships, in their love life that isn't working out, whether that's with you or whether it's with someone else. They also could be feeling out of harmony with you or with others, okay? And I feel like that's taken a lot out of them because they have the recovery card here in the reverse, okay? So this is taking a lot out of them. They actually need to pull themselves together, okay? They need to pull themselves together because they feel like whatever's going on here is taking a lot out of them, all right? And they could feel like the key to themselves gaining this fairness, this justice, and this balance, if they are taking any time apart from you, that is the reason why. If there's anything going on, it's also possible it could be something legal going on, like legal situations going on with them as well, or something. Maybe they, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but it could be someone going through some serious legal situations, divorce, marriage falling apart or something or whatever. I don't know what, child support issues or something or whatever, but this is key for them though. But I feel like they need to find balance. They need to recover. For someone, they're just really out of balance. They're out of harmony, whether it's with you or someone else. Advice here, okay? You have the Weight card, okay? You have the Weight card. I feel like, yeah, you need to really just wait. Whatever it is that needs to, if there's something going on legally, you know, wait. But if, you know, whatever this is, if something needs to be cut, wait. Whatever this is, just wait. Okay? Before you take any other action, wait. Just allow them time to recover, allow them time to regain or restore their balance here. Allow them time to be ready to be fair here in this situation, or for them to work out their legal situations if they're going through legal situations. If they're going through anything with their love life or partnerships or whatever's going on, family life that's out of harmony or out of balance, just wait. This is key. This is key, because I keep saying that key there. It just stands out to me. You also have, with the Page of Air here, in reverse, this is a communication. Well, this card is about watching, waiting, and observing, okay? And it could be that, you know, because that's in reverse, maybe someone is, you know, maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you're not watching, observing, or something. That's also a card of honesty, you know, being honest, logical, impulsive, curious, that kind of thing. But this card, it says challenging information, delays or changes to plans. See why that weight is there? Truth delivered without tact as well, okay? So this is one of those things where you might want to stop, pay attention, be observant, and listen, but also wait. Just wait. And what's funny is this person is holding the sword the same way this one's holding the sword. The Page of Swords is just a young person holding a sword, you know? And it's interesting that you have this here. It's very interesting that you have this here. It's that same energy. Even she's holding a sword. She has a sword, you know, that's being held up here. That's a lot of air energy, you know. Swords are usually, that's air energy. And air energy is logical energy. It's rational energy. It's the kind of energy where you do your research and you investigate and, you know, you educate yourself on things. You even seek out wise counsel, advice, you know, from a legal counselor, a professional counselor, a therapist, or medical advice, whatever it is. But this is someone, you know, when it comes to air energy, this is the kind of energy that you just don't do things based off of emotions and feelings, and you don't do anything out of rashness or out of insecurity, you know. Can it be impulsive energy? Yeah. Can it be curiosity energy? Yeah. But it's more logical and honest energy. It's also someone being very straightforward and things like that. But if you're not hearing from this person, you just need to wait. If you're thinking about taking action here, you need to wait. Okay, that's what you're being told, because there's delays or changes to plans. And like I said, maybe some information may come out and it may be very hard-hitting or something. I don't know. But you also have rise and shine, and this was in reverse. So it's possible that you're not... I feel like, once again, this is you. Maybe you're not doing something that you need to do in terms of, I feel like maybe for some reason you need to investigate this a little more. You know what I'm saying? But not in a nosy sense, but in a sense like you need to do your research. You know what I'm saying? And don't ignore anything. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention, be observant. But, you know, rise and shine here is what it's pointing out to you. Rise and shine. This is someone who, they get up, they rise to the occasion, and they take and seize the day. Which is also funny because they're holding this sword like they're seizing the day. So is this person. And so is this person. It's like the whole carpe diem thing, you know. Seize the day. Okay? So seize the day. Don't, in waiting, I feel like don't also waste any opportunity to do you, but also don't waste any time to do what you can to, you know, to maybe support or remedy the situation. Anyway, you also have the Passion card. This was in the reverse, okay? For some reason, this was also in the reverse. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. Okay, allow your heart to sing, soul to sing with joy. I don't know why I'm getting it. I just feel like this is kind of also like with reading one, where they were advised to focus on themselves to some extent, to just like hold, you know, not focus too much on this other person and to just focus on themselves. There's a part of me that's just getting that you guys need to just wait on this and not do anything and just kind of like, you know, live or enjoy the situation or seize the day. Because passion, being passionate, allow your heart and joy, the soul, allowing your heart and your soul to sing with joy. That's like a seize the day, another carpe diem type of energy, okay? Rise and shine. It's another take advantage of the day and enjoy it kind of energy, you know? So I feel like you guys are being told, wait on anything serious and decisions, or wait on, like, I feel like you're being told to investigate, but don't rush. Allow things to unfold the way they need to unfold, when they need to fold, and just enjoy, you know, yourself. And if you're spending time with this person, enjoy the time you're spending with them without feeling like you have to rush to any conclusions or draw any conclusions yet. But if they're not talking to you, just be patient with them, wait on them to be ready, and just enjoy your life, live your life. Don't sit around waiting on anything or anyone, because there's some circumstances going on that, you know, once again, I feel like this is about, it's not within your control, you know what I'm saying? It's not for you to do anything except to just kind of like do you. Okay, so that was reading number 2. Okay, that was reading number 2. If you chose reading number 3, let's see what we have here. How do they feel? How do they feel, and how should you approach the situation? Let me look at all my cards here. What I got. Okay. Interesting. 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 Okay. For those who chose deck number 3. There's something here going on that I feel like you got the moon here in reverse. This is someone who this is like not, this person not really any longer, I'm just going to say this. In the upright, the moon is all about deceit, lies, and deception. You know, it's about hidden truths, things hidden under the surface, things you cannot see yet, illusions, delusions, being delusioned, you know, being delusional. It's also about being distracted. It's also about psychic awareness, okay? Coming into psychic awareness. In reverse, this is exact opposite. So this could be one of those things where this person is no longer blind. This person is no longer distracted. This person is no longer delusional. This person is no longer seeing illusions of the situation. This person, I still feel like this card represents psychic awareness to some extent, or intuition. You know what I'm saying? This person is seeing things. They're seeing things, and they're seeing things clearly. Okay, and they have the new beginnings. Okay, they have the new beginnings here, and I feel like because something is not happening, okay? Something's not happening, and this is not a new start or a new beginning that is happening, okay? In regards to them. They are not walking through this door, okay? They don't even see where they have help to walk through this door, okay? Because this is the new beginnings card in the reverse, in which normally this is like a new opportunity, you know, that they can take advantage of or walk through, and it's being guided by, you know, the divine spirit, universe. In the opposite, this is the exact opposite, truly. Like, there's a new opportunity, a new beginning, a new, you know, start that's not happening for them. That blessing was not given or received somehow, okay? And I feel like they're aware of this. And with the facet card here in the reverse, the facet card is all about what was, to some extent, you know? Remembering things the way they were, but at the same time, not living in, like, when it comes to a facet, this is like literally, a facet is like something, I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. A facet is something that is pretty much like, I don't want to say it's like illusions. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the book, because I want to make sure this is well understood. I know what facet is, but the way that I explain this with this particular reading here, okay, it's like an illusion. You know what I'm saying? It's like an illusion is kind of what I'm trying to say. But I'm going to go ahead and read this anyway. The facet card. This isn't who I am. The bronze boy, Darnell, was young when his father died, and he became the man of the family. Out for a walk one day many years later, he was mesmerized by the sight of children playing. As a child, he'd never play, and he hid behind a tree, crying bitterly, then quickly buried his emotions. At the very end of his life, on his way to heaven, he stopped at the park and finally reclaimed the inner child he had left behind many years before. If you're unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you're not, okay? It's about reclaiming your life. What have you done to heal your childhood pain, or what have you done to heal whatever it is that, you know, you're running from, okay? Disassociating from yourself, reclaiming your life, healing childhood pain, recovery, integration, play, or whatever. So it's like a facet is kind of like something that, it's like a guard in a sense. It's like a guard someone puts up, you know, like that they're doing fine, but they're really not. You know, that they're, that they have this opportunity and all this is going on, but it's really not. But sometimes people, it's a facet also, I feel like, is like someone presenting themselves one way, but it's something totally different going on that they're running or hiding from. And this is in the reverse. So I feel like they're no longer putting up this facet. They're no longer putting up this image or this falsehood or this, they're no longer hiding what's going on or what they're going through, or they're no longer running from something. It's like they're coming clean or something, you know, and it's relating to something not happening, or new beginning that's not happening or not going on, or all these things, or maybe this new beginning is not happening because of things that become clear to them. Like they are aware of who they are and what it is that they, you know, they truly feel, and those kind of things. So perhaps this is a door they can't walk through. Perhaps this is an opportunity they cannot take. Perhaps this is a situation they do not want to go for or start, you know, because they can see some things. Maybe they can see through the facet. Have you ever heard someone say they can see through the facet or whatever, like someone presenting themselves to be one way, but they're really not, or maybe they no longer want to put up a facet of who they are, or whatever because they don't feel the need to do it anymore. But and if it doesn't make sense, then I don't know what else to tell you. Because at the end of the day, it's like I was telling people, these readings aren't for everybody, and they only should be looked at if you were led to look at it. And if you've been looking at a million different readings on how does somebody feel about me and nothing makes sense or something seems contradictory, it's because you've been looking at one too many of these readings. And it also, I feel like this is a complicated situation and a complicated person, okay? This is not some, you know, getting down to the root of people's feelings and emotions is not always the easiest or clearest thing, okay? For some reason I want to clarify something here. Just because this is a complicated individual or a complicated person. Let me see what come out. And I would definitely do this in a personal reading. I'll clarify as much as possible so you know what's really going on. But normally I wouldn't do this in one of the pick a card readings because it gets to be time consuming. But this is kind of a more complicated situation or issue with this particular person. You guys may already know, you know, what this is all about. And one last shuffle there. Ooh. Here we go. These cards I want to shuffle because I got too many. Whoa, that's a whole bunch of cards here. Shouldn't even went into this. Shouldn't even went into this. Yeah, so this is someone not making an offer that you know, like it's an emotional offer or one that affects the way someone feels. Not seeing a change of luck or seeing things progress, not completing something, not completing a cycle, and it's related to a, you know, someone being out of touch with their emotions and feelings, or they're not in a good place with their feelings and emotions. And this also possibly could be a water sign or something like that, or just someone who they're in a negative frame with their emotions, or they're just out of touch somehow with their emotions, though they normally wouldn't be, you know. Yeah, this cup here is upside down, so this cup is empty. This person doesn't have something to give. That's the way I'm interpreting this. Okay, that's the way I'm interpreting this. This is what I'm getting, picking up. Anyway, the advice for this situation here. You got the High Priestess in reverse. That means you're not paying attention to your intuition. You're not trusting your gut instincts. You're not trusting what your gut is telling you. You're not following your instincts here. You're not, you know, using your intuition, you know. Our intuition will speak to us, but it's up to you to hear it and want to listen to it. And you're being told you need to listen to your intuition, okay? Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. The advice that you also have here. A year from now in reverse for some reason, okay? So perhaps a year from now, we clarify this. Maybe something is not going to happen a year from now. You know, the Seven of Wands in reverse popped out here. Upright, this is staying on top of things. This is staying on top of the competition. This is being able or willing to take on whatever challenges is brought your way, you know, and literally holding your own. This is a year, and this is like in reverse here. Yeah, and here it comes again. This is the water sign in reverse. And keep in mind, this is gender neutral. It was the Queen of Cups before. Now this is the King of Cups. This is the same person with the empty cup. It's like they don't have anything to offer. They're not in a good mode. Their feelings or emotions are not in a good place. They're out of touch with their emotions and feelings, or they're just in negative feelings and emotions or something here, okay? Someone's definitely not using their intuition here. And this is saying a year from now. It just feels like whatever's going on here, if it hasn't already happened, it's going to unfold in a year. And this is just really interesting, but I'm just going to stick to this being in the upright. Really, honestly, I truly read these particular decks in the upright. So it's a year from now. Someone's not going to, like I said, I feel like step up to the plate. Okay? Someone's not going to step up to the plate. They're not going to take on the challenge here. I feel like whoever this is, you're you know, I don't know. They're not going to stay on top of things or whatever, but your other advice here, or maybe you won't, but the other advice here, don't sweat the small stuff. Something is annoying you here greatly. Something's annoying you here. Don't sweat the small stuff. You also have take no offense in the reverse. So you could be very well on the defense, okay? You could be on the defense and feeling offensive here and feeling like you're being insulted and feeling like you're being, like I said, insulted or mistreated or something here. But take no offense is what you're really being told to do here, but somehow you still are. And you're being told don't sweat the small stuff, so it's the same thing. You're being told to kind of like let this energy go, this negative energy that you're feeling like this person is somehow offending you or treating you some kind of way. You also have the romantic feelings cards here. This is in the upright. So this is advising your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay? I feel like with this situation, you're being pointed here to, if you're having any negative feelings or emotions about this person, you need to remove that, because there's no way to take on this situation or even deal with this person if you're in the negative and they're in the negative. Because it feels like, and it also feels like nobody's following their intuition here. Because a king or a queen in a cup in reverse is someone, normally in the upright they'd be intuitive. Normally they would follow their intuition and they would trust it. That's someone who isn't. That's someone who isn't. But at the same time here, yeah. Anyway, I'm moving on from this, you guys. It'll make sense to those who know. It'll make sense to those who know. If it doesn't, you know, perhaps it's because the situation will need kind of more time to unfold. Anyway, let's move on to deck number 4. Okay, so you guys let me know in the comment section. Okay, maybe I'm picking a bad time to do this, I don't know, but you guys let me know in the comment section if it resonates or not for you, for the cards that you picked, the deck that you picked. Deck number 4. If you chose deck number 4, let's see what's going on here with the person that you are concerned about here. And keep in mind, these readings can be general as well. They're not just entirely love life related. They can be, what do you call it, general as well, to general situations. So what we have here is, in terms of how this person feels, I got some of the most crazy cards, I feel like, sometimes here, okay? This is interesting. This is so interesting. Gosh. I picked one heck of a time to do these readings. I really did. But you guys let me know. Okay? Sorry, my nose is also bothering me. You got the devotion card here in the reverse. Why this is in reverse for the energy that I'm seeing here, I don't know. But this is, to me, this is someone not feeling devoted to a cause, not feeling committed, not feeling really invested in a situation. But they have the victory card here. After a long fought victory, after traveling or, you know, feeling like they're trying to get somewhere, this is like a victory. This is engagement. This is winning, success, okay? Especially after a long fought victory. You know, I mean, after a long fought war, a battle of some form, okay? This is how they're feeling. They're feeling victorious, okay? They're feeling victorious here. They're feeling engaged. And when I say engaged, like, engaged intellectually, engaged, you know, yeah, like mentally, emotionally, but on an intellectual way, they could be feeling engaged. But this is, yeah, stimulated even. But this is a victorious card. They're feeling like they're winning, like they're on top here. Interesting enough here, them not feeling devoted or committed here, it's a soulmate. They may be feeling like you're a soulmate, okay? So it's possible that if they feel like they're feeling just engaged mentally, emotionally, spiritually, they're feeling victorious here, they're feeling like they're winning, like they're feeling like they're on top of the world or something, and they're feeling like this is like good energy, but they may feel this way because they feel like you're a soulmate, and perhaps they're not feeling like devoted or committed though, to maybe perhaps whatever they're already involved with or whatever is going on here. Like I said, normally in these kind of readings I wouldn't feel the need to clarify anything, but this is interesting, so I kind of want to clarify it a little bit here. In a personal reading I would clarify it, so know that much. In the generals, like a free general reading, I know they wouldn't. Okay. Alright, so we got the Chariot card here in the reverse, which is, like I said, once again, odd. But this is like not overcoming the obstacles and the challenges and not getting somewhere here with this devotion card in the reverse, okay? So I don't know if they're already in a situation where they feel like they can't win, okay? They can't win somehow or overcome a victory here with a situation that they don't feel devoted to, because maybe they're already involved with someone and maybe they're feeling like that's a hassle, but with you perhaps they feel like it's a win because maybe they're sensing a soulmate connection. That's one way to look at this, but then there's also this other thing here where maybe they want to win because they feel like this is a soulmate connection here, but they could be struggling to do so and struggling to overcome this whole thing of not feeling devoted or committed. Maybe they don't want to be tied down, okay? They probably want to still be able to move. What makes them feel like they're winning and happy and victorious is that they want to still be able to move around and have their freedom, you know, okay? Maybe this is relating to someone wanting to get engaged. You know, maybe they know you want to get engaged, but maybe they feel like they don't want to do that right now. I don't know, but it's a slightly different narrative for some people. But, you know, the advice here. You got the Five of Fire here, which is telling me that you guys are not really wanting to have any conflict, okay? You're not wanting to have any conflict. You don't want to fight. You don't have any petty quarrels or anything like that. You don't want to duel it out. You don't want to challenge the situation for any reason. But you're being told here, the advice here is there's competing goals here. Bothersome details, conflict with others. So there is some sort of conflict here, but you could just be not wanting to really get into any conflict, or maybe they don't want to get any conflict. But this is pointing out to you that there's some sort of conflict. nonetheless, and you need to pay attention to that. There's some disturbing details here that you need to pay attention to. Okay? And there's competition here. It's competition. You got the no card. You got the no card. So you're being advised that maybe that this is a no. You know, this is probably a no that you probably, perhaps you're being told you shouldn't deal with this situation or this person. Like if this is someone, though you may have a soulmate connection with them, maybe they do not want the commitment though, and they feel more happy and victorious with being able to have their freedom and move around, or maybe, like I said, they're struggling with this idea of commitment, period. Like maybe you want engagement or something, or but they're struggling with that, and maybe because it's not what they really ideally want. This is really interesting, really interesting. And maybe it could be proposed that they just want, you know, to have their freedom, and they're not willing to commit. You know, though for some reason there's a connection they have here. They may feel like your soulmate, unless there. It may also be that they feel like I don't want to say this is possible that whoever, if there is someone that you're competing with, since it's possible that that you may be competing with someone else. It could be with someone else that they think is a soulmate. This is not going to resonate for everyone. It's slightly different narratives. Okay, some of you already know what's going on here. Others of you, if you don't know what's going on, don't take it too much to heart, okay? Don't take it too much to heart. You could also, and keep in mind, like I said, there's so many energies out here that how these cards come out, it's not like how when I do this, you know, the tarot scopes, you know, where it's done for each sign. So the energy is less stirred up like that and less erratic. Like this energy could be coming from so many different people and being pieced together with all these cards, you know. So it's, if you really want to know how somebody feels about you, it's better to get a personal reading with me or with someone else, and so that you can have these things clarified for you, okay? So you have a ton of cards. I did a reading for somebody else the other day, and I had like a ton of cards because it helped me better see the situation like a picture. Depending on how many cards I pull out, it can literally paint a picture for me of what's going on in the situation, and I can clearly see things a whole lot better and be able to tell a person exactly what I'm seeing in terms of how somebody feels about someone, and also intuitively, because I'm connecting that energy. No, put the cheesecake back. Put the cheesecake, get the cheesecake and put it back. Put the cheesecake back. Put it. Okay, I apologize. I do have a child, and I do have to make sure that if I hear anything going on in the background, that I have to attend to that. So I'm sorry. Yeah, so back to the no card here. I honestly feel like this is just, you're being told that this is a no. This situation's a no. Maybe this person's a no. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle on this. For those of you who maybe this is something a little different, just to make sure I give a little more clarification here. But like I said, with a personal reading, I definitely make sure to clarify. But I want to make sure, what is this no? What is this no? Okay. You got the Empress card in reverse that flipped out. So this is saying no. Things will not come to fruition here. Things will not work out here. Things will not, whatever efforts or rewards, whatever efforts you put in and you're hoping to get rewards back out of it, or you hoping to get what you want back out of it, you're not going to get it back out of it here, this situation. It's not going to be you getting what you really want out of the situation. It's not going to be you getting what you feel you deserve in this situation, okay? Yeah. I honestly feel like this situation is a no for you. And you're being told here to decide the outcome, okay? And to think rationally, to go use all the facts, use all of the research, use all the evidence here, okay, that's being presented to make a rational, reasonable, fair decision, okay, in this situation here. All right? But being that this is in reverse, it's pointed out that you're really not doing this, or you possibly are not doing this, but you're being advised you need to do this. A judge makes a decision based off of all of the facts, all the evidence being presented, all of the everything that's been presented there, okay? They don't do it based off of emotions. They do it off of rationale and reason and logic, okay? Do that, because that's going to make sense for you. And yes, this was a soulmate, okay? This is someone from the past. A past life relationship is what's indicated here. You have known each other before, so that's why that soulmate card is here, okay? And they may be aware of it, you may be aware of it, but it's not an excuse, I feel, for you to put up with anything that is less than what it is you feel you want or deserve from the situation or the person. So just keep that in mind. And I'm trying to be impartial, but the cards are pointing to the fact that you need to make sure that you think this through, okay? Because it may not give you what it is that you're looking for or seeking. Okie dokie. All right, so, and if this is about anything legal or about anything that is a serious matter, please seek out the correct people, such as a lawyer or something. You know, don't use tarot readings. Pick a card, tarot readings, to figure these things out. Same thing, you know, with anything else. Use good common sense. Okay. Now, if you pick deck number 5, let's see what we have here for deck number 5 in terms of the person that you asked about. Okay. Put this here. All right, so it looks like this person is feeling very much so like they are not willing to, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. This is looking like somebody who does not want to give. I don't want to say they're being selfish, but they could be feeling selfish. They could be feeling like they don't want to give something. They could be they could also be trying to protect their heart. Okay? They could be trying to protect what they feel is theirs, what they feel is valuable to them. They could be hoarding something to themselves. They could just be not in a giving spirit, okay? This could be someone who's possibly selfish, or someone who's feeling self-centered or self-evolved, someone who doesn't want to. This also, I don't know why I feel like this looks like somebody who's stubborn, okay? This is someone who's definitely holding on to what they got and they don't want to let it go, okay? It's possible this is someone who, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. The other energy that they're feeling here is deprived. So they could be literally feeling like they need to protect themselves, protect their heart, and protect whatever it is that they have, because they could be feeling like, you know, deprived. You know what I'm saying? They could be feeling. They also could be putting something away that they value. Okay, they could be. You know, they could be feeling like they sacrificed something here. Okay. Because this is about how they feel. They could be feeling like they really sacrificed something that maybe they didn't want to sacrifice, or maybe they're being asked to sacrifice something and they don't feel like they want to do that because maybe they feel like they could be feeling, maybe whatever it is that they're being asked to sacrifice, they feel like it's going to take away from what they need or what it is they want, and it could make them feel deprived. Okay, they're putting something here away in this box. Okay, and I don't feel like it's something they want to do, but you know, I don't feel like they're open. You know, I don't feel like they feel. I don't even feel like they feel they can. That they have. They also could be feeling like they don't have nothing to give, or they don't have enough to give. Like they're not in a sharing mood either, possibly. What's interesting is they got the bittersweet card here in the reverse. Okay, they got the bittersweet card in reverse. I feel like this person is someone who is struggling and fighting with their ability to give of themselves. Okay, they're trying to not be selfish. They're trying to not hoard. And maybe they could have been given of themselves, but like I said, they're feeling deprived, and therefore, because they feel deprived, they feel like they gotta hold on to something that they don't want to let go. Maybe they feel like they need to protect what is of value to them. Okay, they gotta try to keep anyone from. They also feel like they're trying to keep someone from taking from them and like taking advantage of them, you know, in some form. It's just interesting, though, that they have this bittersweet card in reverse, because we all know what it is for things to be bittersweet. In the upright, something bittersweet is, you know, taking the good with the bad, you know, but I feel like they don't want to take the good with the bad. Not anymore. So if they were sacrificing before, they feel like they don't want to do anymore. Like they don't want to take the good with the, they don't want to take the sweet with the bad, or the good with the bad. They don't want to do it anymore, I feel like, you know. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. The advice here with the situation. You have the Six of Fire in reverse, okay? So this is a card like of victory, success, winning, you know, getting somewhere. But in the reverse, it is possible that maybe you could be feeling like, you know, somehow you lost a victory with them. Somehow you're not getting somewhere with them. Somehow you lost the battle, or whatever this is that's going on. But the card is pointed out. It says victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Okay. So this card is pointing out to you to continue to fight for this situation to work out. Okay. Even if you think it's a lose-lose situation, even if you think you can't win, even if you think it's not going to work out, continue to put your best foot forward and put your efforts into fight for this to work out, because there's victory. And you know, be able to see the good here in this. Now you also have the this is interesting. You have the Say Thank You card. This is a card that, it's a gratitude card, okay? You have a gratitude card. This is not advice for them. This is advice for you. So I don't want anybody complaining, but do let me know in the comment section how this reading resonates with you, because it would be interesting to hear it. But this is supposed to be advice for you as to how to approach or deal with this situation. If you're offended, there's nothing I can do about that, because this is what the Divine Spirit is pointing out to you. This is Say Thank You. That's a gratitude card. They're meaning they want you to show appreciation to this person for any sacrifices they've made for them. You never know what sacrifice someone has made for you. You know what I'm saying? If you have if somebody, you know, took you out on dates or something. Let's say you don't even live together, they took you out on dates. You don't know what other time they cut out for themselves. Maybe they could have been taking a nap. They could have been going to bed early. They could have been spending some time doing something they really want to do for themselves or whatever. But they cut that time out so they can make that time to spend with you, to take you out or something. And you don't even know it, because they didn't tell you that, because for them, it's not something they feel like they should have to tell you. It's just they do what they want to. They do it because they want to do it. And they just kind of expect that if they do something nice for someone, that a person will appreciate it, and no one ever have to question, well, you know, how it came about. You know, did that person sacrifice you or not? Just don't ever take for granted that somebody didn't go out of their way for you, even if they didn't even tell you that they went out of their way, okay? So even if you don't know, because all the odds and ends of the situation, just show this person kindness and gratitude for whatever they've done for you, because it feels like this person feels like they made a sacrifice here somehow, But they're feeling like, dang, I don't know if I can make any more sacrifices because I feel like somehow I'm being taken for granted or not appreciated, or I got to protect myself because someone's taking from me and they're not really giving back or they're not appreciating it, and they're trying to protect themselves. They feel like they don't want to be the giving spirit anymore. They don't want to share. They're being a Scrooge, and they don't want to take the good with the bad anymore. They don't. So you're being advised, say thank you. There's something here in that these two come up together. I feel like you have be assertive, but this also says turn back. If you're confused, don't be afraid to speak up and say, hey, what is it that, and this is the reason why I see these two come together. Ask them, say, hey, what is it that I'm missing here? Why do you feel this way? Because they may not even be telling you why they feel this way. You know what I'm saying? Which is all the more reason why you're here trying to figure out how do they feel, okay, in this situation. So if you're confused, go back and ask. Go back and ask and say, hey, what's going on? What's going on? How do you feel? What's going on? Did I miss something here? What is it that, is causing you to feel the way you feel, Okay? And some of you may already know, but you have the separation card here. This says time apart from your partner or whoever this is on the horizon, okay? Time apart is on the horizon. You guys may already be apart. You're being advised to just give them some space, let them breathe. If you aren't already taking space. If you aren't already taking space, then you're being told, just give them a little space, let them breathe, because they may be feeling like they have given so much of themselves to you, and you may not even realize it, and you may be feeling like, they didn't give nothing to me or that much to me, but what you may take for granted, this other person doesn't, okay? So if I share a piece of candy with somebody, and to me that's a big deal because I don't like sharing candy. I don't like sharing snacks at all. I don't. Not unless I know I got tons of them. You got people, they don't like sharing their snacks. So if I share my snack with somebody, they may think it's no big deal, and they may take that for granted and be like, oh, that's no big deal. She can get other snacks and more snacks. I may feel like, no, even if I got other snacks, why do I got to share? I don't have to share my snacks with you. If I share my snacks with you, it's a big deal for me, So you better say thank you. Or at least, act like I shared my snacks with you, and just show, smile about it, have some kindness, but don't keep coming back asking me for snacks and then acting like you don't know I'm not a big fan of sharing snacks. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You guys kind of know. Everybody knows someone like that, but I'm just saying. Moving on to the final deck here. Deck number 6. You chose deck number 6. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right, so you got someone here who feels like, yeah. You have someone here who feels like they are doing good. At least they mean to do good. They mean well. They have well intentions to do good and to do for others. However, they could be unaware that they're making any mistakes or making any errors. Okay, but their intentions are well. This is also someone here, this person could be feeling like they're doing the best they can, even though they may not be realizing they may be slipping up and making errors. But this is also someone who they know they need to take charge, take control of the situation, and they need to make the tough calls and decisions that they need to make. Even if they don't know what they're doing, or they don't know what decisions or tough calls to make, or how to make them, they know they need to seek out some advice. They know they need to seek out some wise counsel or professional advice from someone. Okay? But what's interesting is, so they're kind of feeling they need to be responsible. They're kind of feeling they need, hold on a second. Hey, no. You should not be messing. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I have a kid, and I could hear him meddling around in the kitchen because he was coming in there for second helpings of some chicken that I baked and some rice and some other things. And rather than to, he was trying to be polite. He didn't want to come and ask, but he should have just waited. He should have just waited. He knows better, but he couldn't help it. He wanted second helpings. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, this is a person who knows they kind of need to be responsible here. Okay, they know they need to be responsible. They know they need to take accountability. Okay, in this situation, they feel that's the way they feel. They feel they need to be responsible. They need to be accountable. They need to, you know, do what they need to do. And their intentions are well, but they could still be messing up or making errors, even though they don't mean to. And yeah, it looks like they got the discipline card here in the reverse. So this person could be seeing a situation where they lack their, they could be feeling like they know they're not doing what they could or what they should be doing in terms of being as responsible or as disciplined as they need to be, okay? Because this is saying that they're aware that they're not the most disciplined, you know. They're aware of this. They're aware that they know they need to make a choice or a tough call decision. They're not doing it. They mean well, but they know they're kind of slacking with that, okay? Though they mean to be responsible. They do. They mean to be responsible. They mean well. They probably, you know, are not doing, they probably are aware they're not doing the research as well. They're not investigating things or really studying or looking into things the way they should. And this is someone who, you know, like I said, this is the service card in the reverse, okay? Upright, this is someone who they are giving of themselves to others. They're being selfless. They're servicing others. They're helping others. This person, this being in the reverse, they know they're not helping. Okay, they know they're not helping here in this situation because they know they're lacking the discipline to do so, and they know they're making errors. They know they're making mistakes. Though they didn't mean to, they're aware of this, okay, is what I'm getting. All right. The advice. You got the Page of Earth here. This was in the reverse. This was in the reverse, okay? So what is pointing out here, this is scholarly, dependable, patient, successful type of energy. This is someone who would do the, you know, the research, but it says good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. This is advice for you guys. It's pointing out that you guys may want to do something more challenging or deal with someone more challenging. You may want to do the research or put in the work yourself. And like I said, I don't know if this is relating to financial matters for you guys or whatever, but it's just pointing out good news about financial matters, okay? But somehow, though, I feel this is also about an offer, but this is more so about valuable communication being put out on the table or being received, okay? Given or received valuable communication or something of some sort of value that's being put out there. And I feel like you don't think they're going to communicate in a way that is of value to you or something. Maybe you could be feeling like they're not, I'm keep hearing taking this seriously. Okay? But, yeah. It could be that you need to do the communicating here. You need to do the valuable communicating here, okay? You need to speak up. You're also being advised here that something here is a no. Something here is a no. Of course, I'm going to pull a clarifier for this because what is it that is a no? And what's interesting is I saw the no kind of like paired next to the have fun card in reverse. have fun in reverse is saying you're not having any fun, and I feel like this is still saying no, you're not having any fun. But let me, like I said, clarify this. I tell you guys, the next time I do these pick a card readings, I'm gonna make sure that I have completely uninterrupted time, because this whole thing got interrupted like more than once and everything, and I wasn't expecting that to happen. And I do take my family serious, so I don't know, but I'm taking it seriously what I'm doing here. I'm everything to everyone. Anyway. Okay. Oh, this is one too many cards. I'm not dealing with that many cards popping out. That's one too many. One too many cards. Feel like it will come out. Okay, so on the no, I have a Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles in reverse is somebody giving of themselves. This is someone giving. This is someone sharing. This is someone opening themselves up. Okay, this is someone who they're not focused on themselves. And this is a no. So this is pointing out that no, this is pointing out no, don't. Either this is saying that this person is still not going to help or give of themselves or open up or share or do what they can here. Or is telling you to no longer give to the situation, okay? Because it's pointing out one way or another someone's not giving to the situation. And either you shouldn't anymore give to the situation, or it's just pointing out, no, this person's not going to give here to the situation anymore. This is saying take a breather. Just take a break. Take a rest from this because it's too much. Just take a break. Relax. This is literally telling you don't put any more effort or any work into this, because these people were originally working and they were working hard, okay? This is telling you take a breather, take a break. Don't do anything else. Don't put no more work in. This is pointing out that you haven't been having fun. You need to have some fun. And finally, you have this card in the reverse is the Religious Factors card. This card is saying your love life or your situation here is influenced by your religious or moral upbringing, spiritual path, and personal beliefs here. But I feel like it's not, but maybe you need to. So I feel like this is pointing out that your value system that you hold is not, you're not using this, but you need to use this. You need to look at your own personal set of values in this situation here, okay? So this is it, you guys. Definitely let me know if it resonates or not, or if it makes any sense. And peace.